So today I'm going to be talking about your internal dialogue when it comes to you interacting with women. By the way, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Tony. I come on here as your brother Tony. I want you to think of me as your older brother who's giving you dating advice. And today I was listening to a talk by Dan Pena. He is a famous billionaire who talks about self-improvement. And one thing that he said is, he said all successful people do affirmations. And I agree with him. Everybody's doing affirmations. Everybody has some type of internal dialogue that they're doing, whether they're cognizant of it or not. And so I want to give you some affirmations that have worked for me and that I know men who are really successful with women use. Now, the first thing you want to do is, in regards to your self-talk with women, is you want to have high self-esteem. So you want to affirm things such as, I like myself. Now, it might sound silly or childish to say I like myself, but I actually got this affirmation from Brian Tracy. He's basically the godfather of the self-help movement in the United States. And he said, when you say to yourself, I like myself, over and over again, it does a few things. First, it acts as a healing tonic, a healing balm to all of your limiting subconscious concepts. So you might have a number of ideas in your subconscious that are affecting you, but as you start to affirm that you like yourself, that positive suggestion that you're giving your subconscious will override those other negative ideas you have about yourself. Second, when you tell yourself you like yourself and you begin to repeat it with regularity, it begins to pump up your state. It builds up your energies. So he actually would say it at the beginning of every day, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself. And as a result, he became a best-selling author and a multimillionaire and one of the heads of the self-help movement in the United States. And so he got tremendous results with it. So if it works for somebody like him, I'm sure it'll work for somebody like you. So try it out. Tell yourself you like yourself. Now, he said to use the words I like myself and not I love myself, because there are certain people in your life that you love but you don't necessarily like. So affirm that you like yourself. Also, for some people, they don't love themselves. It's a big jump for them to start loving themselves. So start small. Start to tell yourself, I like myself. And then it'll be easy for you to tell yourself that you love yourself. Another affirmation I recommend using is I approve of myself. You want to approve of yourself. You want to give yourself the approval, the nod of recognition, so to speak, to go ahead and go forth and do whatever it is that you want to do. So I tell myself, I like myself, I love myself, I approve myself, I approve of myself, I respect myself. That's the next one. When you respect yourself, by the way, I say this affirmation to you, or I give you this affirmation with a bit of a warning. When you start to respect yourself, you're going to start to create healthy boundaries and you'll no longer tolerate negative behavior from others. So you want to use this affirmation with regularity, and it is I respect myself. And when you respect yourself, you won't self-sabotage yourself. You'll do that which is in alignment with your highest good because you respect yourself and you want yourself to succeed. You'll essentially create an image of success and well-being in your subconscious. Now, for success with women, an affirmation that you should say to yourself every day is, I'm successful with women. Mentally affirm, I'm successful with women. I also affirm every day that everything is working out. By the way, I'm going to leave all these affirmations in the comment section down below. Or if you're listening to this on my podcast, I'll leave it in the description box so you can find all these affirmations online. But I highly recommend writing them down so that they begin to get impressed on your subconscious and begin to become part of your mindset and part of your skill set, and part of your verbiage, most importantly. So I like to mentally affirm everything is working out for my highest good. Let's say I meet a woman and it doesn't go good. I'll say, hey, everything is working out for my highest good. And through that positive vibration and that positive mindset, it'll cause whatever it is that occurred to lead me to something better than whatever just happened. I'll give you an example of this. For example, I was with one of my friends and this bird shit all over my car. I mean, it was disgusting. Like, you would have thought this bird had it out for me. And so I look at my friend and my friend goes, my friend knows me. He goes, what are you going to tell me? That this is working out for your highest good too? And I said, of course it is. Let's see what good takes place as a result of it. By the way, I have two things to say. One, there's a law of polarity. So there's hot, cold, anger, patience, tall, short. So however bad something is, that's how much potential for good is there if you'll just look for it. Now, This also reminds me of what Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, said. He said, within every negative event is the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Excuse me, yeah, within every negative event is the seed of an equal or greater benefit. So in this case, I took my car to get washed, and at the car wash, I went to a car wash in Hollywood, was this beautiful aspiring model, and I ended up getting her number and going out with her, and it was totally worth that bird shitting on my car. So everything is working out for my highest good. So affirm that for yourself. Next, women like me. And this also goes with the next affirmation after that. Women want me. Affirm that women like you. Affirm that women want you. Start to build up in your mental atmosphere an atmosphere of success in regards to women. Tell yourself, I'm the prize. I'm the king. So many guys, or you can also tell yourself, I'm the man. One of my early mentors had slept with over 1,000 women. So he had slept with over 1,000 women, and he would affirm that he's the king, he's the prize, that it's in a woman's best interest to be with him. And as a result, he demonstrated this mindset by how attracted women were to him. And I'm not just saying 1,000 women, just, some random women you'd meet on the street. I'm talking gorgeous models, beautiful everyday women. The best of the best would be an everyday part of his life because that's how he would talk to himself. That's how he considered himself. And as a result, women would gravitate towards that. Also, it stops that pedestal effect from happening in a negative fashion where you meet a woman and since she's attractive, you automatically put her on a pedestal. If anything, it puts you on a pedestal and she has to qualify herself for you. So try that out. I'm the prize. I'm the king. Another one of my friends, he would use, it's prime pussy season. So might be a bit vulgar or explicit for some of you, but he believed that now is the season of his life for sex. So he would tell himself it's prime pussy season and he'd get himself all wrapped up to go out and meet women and he would have great success with them. Another one is I'm tapped into the sexual energy of the universe. I'm tapped into the sexual energy of the universe. We're sexual beings, whether people want to realize it or not. So tap into that energy and let it affect you. One that I use, that I made up, all my sexual needs are being divinely met now. All my sexual needs are being divinely met now. I don't have to go out and hope that it happens or hope I get lucky. I know it's going to happen for me. It's being divinely orchestrated, and the woman or women that I'm going to interact with, it's going to be perfect. Next, depending on your age, I'm the perfect age for any woman. So I recommend this one for guys. Let's say you're over 30 or 35. I'm the perfect age for any woman because at that age, some of the clients that I've had have worried, let's say there's an 8-year difference or a 10-year difference between them and the woman that they want to speak to. So I told them, just say that. I'm the perfect age for any woman. And as a result, the women they attract into their lives are the right fit for them. Next, I'm great with women. That's pretty self-explanatory. I'm irresistibly attractive to women. You want to affirm how attractive that you are. Especially some guys have a negative mindset about their looks. So if you're one of those guys, start to affirm this. I'm irresistibly attractive to women. My sex life is incredible. I'm sexy and smooth. I'm the sex machine. Now, the sex machine one, I recommend that one twofold. One, I had a friend who he hadn't gotten laid in a long period of time. So when I started seeing him, every time he'd call me and every time I'd see him, I'd say, hey, it's a sex machine. What's up, sex machine? And at first he was really, I don't know, embarrassed when I would call him that. He'd say, Tony, don't call me that, man. Don't say things like that. And then I kept saying it. I see him, I'd say, hey, it's a sex machine. Who have you had sex with lately? And then he'd be like, oh, not yet. So now, before he was embarrassed about it. Then he's kind of accepting the idea. I did this for about, let's say, a week or two. And mind you, he hadn't had sex in over 6 months. So prior to this. So he calls me again and I'm like, hey, it's a sex machine. Who have you had sex with? Excuse me, I saw him in person. I said, who have you had sex with? And he goes, Tony, man, I had sex with this girl and I had sex with this girl. I'm the sex machine now. And he started calling himself that. So you just want to give yourself ideas of a positive nature. And there's nothing wrong with being a sex machine because you're somebody who will, who lasts, who can really break off a woman, so to speak. So I like that affirmation for 2 reasons. It brings women into your life. And then when they are in your life, you give it to them good. Next, I'm always in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. So again, I'm always in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. That's kind of self-explanatory. You're essentially telling your subconscious or the universe, put me in the right place at the right time doing the right thing so that you get the best results with women. And the last one, I'm the best closer. I got that from my friend slash mentor who has slept with over 1,000 women. He would say that. He'd say there's guys who can get a lot of women's numbers, or there's guys that can attract a lot of women, but they don't necessarily have sex with them. So he would say that he's the best closer, and as a result, he meant the best sex closer, meaning that he would have sex with them, and he would. He would get results unlike pretty much anyone else I've ever seen. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. For more, be sure to sign up for my email list so you get my free weekly emails. And also check out my book, Your Older Brother's Guide to Dating. It's 122 pages of content such as this. It'll transform your life. It'll help you get the results with women that you desire. It's fantastic, so check it out.